least 32 screens per screen.
Okay, OBS is starting. We are connected on YouTube. No video yet. There we go. We have video.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Are we live on YouTube
Ladies
yet?
and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Evolution Racing Academy Season 15, Round 2, here at Snetterton. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is the man you can always find with a compass because he is sexually magnetic north, Michael Magus.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much. We are here for the first time this season.
Mike?
We missed the opener at Spa.
Mike might be dead. Mike might have died. He may be overwhelmed by my effluent praise of his manliness. There he is. There he is. There he is.
Not dead. I think my Discord was just doing its typical you're not an administrator enough.
He wasn't dead. He was fending off the hose.
We missed the opener at Spa, which I'm disappointed by because it's Spa, and that's a fun track, and that's a fun time, and we also didn't get to see some new people and some old people, and that's kind of really all I have to say about that. So we're here in the wet at Snetterton. I'm not super familiar with this track, so if you're looking for really in detailed thoughts on it, I don't have them. All I know is every time I've raced here, it's gone horribly, and I'm just at some point I'll master it. But as it stands, that is not the case. So let's have a look at some liveries, shall we, Byron?
Oh, okay, let's do that.
So here we have. Let's get a slightly better view here. We have the Cyber Racing. Oh, he went in the pits. Hey, Jack Biddle's here today, and he's in a Bentley. Jack Biddle is just making his way through every single possible British make, it seems, because the first time we saw him, the first time we saw him it was in a Honda, but then he was in an Aston Martin. Now he's in a Bentley. So we got him. We got Dennis Hook. The Cyber Racing guys always have some cool-looking liveries on their Porsches, and this is no exception.
Next week, Biddle will be officially driving a Triumph.
That'd be interesting. Looks like we might have a broken livery. Ron Morley, sporting the... for those who do not know, if you do not have the livery that the guy is running, for whatever reason, you get a car that looks like this. So,
hello.
Unfortunately, Ron Morley, I know you've historically just been a in-game custom guy, so this might be your first custom livery. Maybe that's the problem, but you may want to check the pack settings and see if you're actually there. Matthias Wiedemann, another Cyber Racing Porsche. We got Matt Gale also with Cyber Racing. A lot of Cyber Racing Porsches this season. Max Cruz. Ooh, I do like that. Los Patos Hermanos. It's simple, but it's also very purple. We have Robert Volt. Oh, Robert Volt's on his own this season. Okay, so historically Robert Volt has been part of a larger team, but it looks like this season he's just going as Volt Racing. And that's an interesting move. Also driving the Honda, which is also an interesting move. For those who are not aware, the Honda tends not to be a favorite car. But we'll see.
If he gets multiple partners for his racing team, will it have to become Voltron Racing?
Oh, well, we'll find out. We gotta go get some people to join him. We have Jos van de Velde.
Nederlander.
Nothing particularly interesting with that livery there. David Slay. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. The Track Tool team was a little bit boring last season. They were the Milwaukee Tool liveries from last season. They've gone with DeWalt this season, and color me impressed. I like the yellow and black.
Green light. Go, go, go.
DeWalt.
All right, we head into qualifying now. And heading on the track first will be the Iron Drivers. They are the red number plates, so Pat Fortune, Guzmanovic, Fajea, Davies, Jacobs, Lotteray. There's a bunch of others. We'll just see who kind of is first on track. So it's the 413 car that is Sven van de Velde. Looks like this is another non-functional livery. Sven is rocking the 413 Ferrari this season. I can picture what that car looks like, for the record, because the team name is Marlboro, and that basically means that there's two options. It's either the 1980s early early 90s McLaren, or it's just the red Ferrari. These are the choices.
Leclerc!
Okay. So my mic may not work to Byron here for a moment as I pull up the spreadsheet above Discord, unfortunately.
Oh, what?
But I do want to give a rundown of the iron standings here. After Spa, Bozer leads the way with 18 points from Pat Fortune on 16. Max Cruz is on 14. 12 for Shane Sullivan. Werner Jacobs is on 10. D. Hines 8. Infocraft 6. Misho Guzmanovic is on 4. 2 each for Christian Lems and Mario Fajea. And 1 for Sven Vandervelde. Interesting, Vandervelde got the fastest lap without finishing in the top 10. So we don't historically see somebody score points from outside the top 10, but that did happen.
I'm officially awarding points all the way down to 183rd place.
Well, the drivers would appreciate that. Actually, you know what? They probably wouldn't. Because it would make it like almost impossible to actually gain ground in the standings.
Well, I mean, after 50th place, you are getting him like a fraction of a point.
As per usual, chat, if there's any problems with the audio, video, anything along those lines, please let me know. And I can possibly fix the problems.
If your problem is existential, we can't really help.
Well, yeah, we're limited. We're limited. I feel like I'm missing a banner. I feel like I'm missing a banner on the YouTube, but I can't remember what it is that I'm missing. So,
I don't know.
My apologies to the administrative team if I am indeed if my gut is indeed correct, but unless I can think of what it is that I'm missing, I can't fix it.
Do they have any promo screens or QR codes or anything we need to throw up?
Nothing like that. It's just I think that there is an animated like little banner that has a couple of secondary sponsors that I think I'm missing. I don't know why. I'm not seeing it in my OBS, so apologies. I should have probably double checked all of that beforehand, but I did not.
Be sure to check your OBS and your ABS.
Well, we're sticking with Sven because he's going to be the first one across the line. Oh, never mind. He legalized the lap.
Won't.
That is unfortunate. All right, who's closest to finishing a lap now? That is legal. D. Hines. The Stunt Possums have got a new livery this season. What do you think? You like that one better than the last one?
I don't really remember the last one.
They were the red BMWs with the actual like possum with the crash helmet on them.
Well, I like both of them, I guess.
And
this one's okay.
Sets the pace at a 157.163 in his McLaren 720S. Max Cruz going second quickest in the 57 BMW. And then the track tool teams, Mario Fajea. It's good to see Mario's got a team this season. Mario was a solo entry last season who I think had a lot of promise, so it's good to see him getting picked up by one of the regular teams. And hopefully that'll give him people to learn from, information to scoop up, become a better driver, and also give him some endurance opportunities as well. Shane Sullivan in the Mustang. What do you think, Byron? Gulf Oil Mustang, yay or nay?
I enjoy it. Gulf Oil to the front.
As he goes fifth quickest. So Sven trying to finish a lap.
It's been a long time since I Gulf Oil.
Hines still on pole, although it's very, very close. Literally, very, very close. I cannot emphasize that. It's a 15 thousandths of a second. Somebody's already taken out the tire pile. I approve. That tire pile can actually be weaponized against cars periodically. I've seen it done.
Enjoyable. It's like clearing out the debris on World of Tanks.
A little bit.
Only more aggressive.
Hines is actually about to possibly beat his pole time. Van de Velde going fastest. And Hines is not going to be fast enough, but that is going to better his time. Here comes Fajea to the line. This should be second place. And it is.
Mario Feijoada.
Also on a
whoa.
Well, we may have cast a curse Rian Latre. He was on a really good lap. He is not on a good lap now. My apologies. Shane Sullivan on an improvement lap right now. This should put him up into fourth place as it stands. It's better than half second up. Actually, more than 8 to 8 tenths now. He's really flying now. To the line. And that'll be fourth place. Max Cruz for Los Patos Hermanos. Do I give in and make a pick on who's going to win the Iron Championship this season, Byron, while being wrong every single season?
Yes, but try and do it ironically, therefore you would be right.
I know, at this point I'm just wondering who I'm going to cast as curse, because for those who do not recall, a couple seasons ago I picked Brandon Harvey to win, and then his rig exploded. And he only did part of the season. He would I maintain he would have won if he did the whole season, but he did not do the whole season. And then last season, of course, I had Andreas Hansen as my pick, and he disappeared at the end of the season as well. So I don't. Andreas, if you're listening to this, or you listen to this later, I should say, because if you're probably you're out on you're in the server. You're the 969 car. What happened there? What I need the details of how I've cursed somebody.
Mike does voodoo.
Only person who's really going to make a big change here, I think, is the Stunt Possum. Oh, the Stunt Possums have gone really, really different with their liveries this season. Tip of the hat to you, gentlemen. I bugged them a lot last season about their BMWs all being the same. And they eventually did. They did change it. They gave them different highlight colors. But this season, they're very, very different. Pat Fortune sporting the Ozzy Osbourne.
Excellent.
And going second quickest.
R.I.P. Ozzy.
Indeed. Decent improvement from Max Cruz here. Maybe. And it's early in the lap. Also, his delta is going all over the place, so I suspect Max might have might be having a bit of a server to client connection issue as far as the timing data is concerned.
Need to pull the string a little tighter.
Mario Fajea still out there as well. This will be their last laps, I do believe, because they'll be giving way to the silver. Pardon me, the bronze drivers, which have the silver number plate shortly. Fajea's got a shot at pole here. Needs to pull about 2 tenths more back. See if he can do it. Very McLaren heavy this season for the Iron drivers. We have Fajea, we have Hines, Wong, Van de Velde, Davies. So it's a thick McLaren field.
Thick. With 6 Qs.
There was a point where like basically the entire field would be McLarens because it was an OP car at one point. And that will be second quickest for Fajea. Didn't quite have enough for pole, but he'll move up a spot. And there is the horde of bronzes leaving the pits. Who is the first bronze we're going to be taking in here? 416. Who is that? That is Adrian Marood. who is sporting the Ferrari this season. I believe that was the same as last season. He was a Honda loyalist for the longest time. Now he's with the Prancing Horse. Now forgive me, Byron, but the microphone may stop working as I do the standings rundown again.
Oh my God!
So in the bronze category, for those who can hear me, Adrian Marud leads the way, having won at Spa. He is followed by Philip Nulis, who is a new driver. Shanu Murisanu is on 14 points, 12 for Felix Krammerich, 10 for Chris Dancer, 9 for Sean Young, 6 for Robert Volt. Garrett Viviers on 4, 2 for Alan Herrera, and Matthias Wiedemann is on 1. That is your top 10 because there's only 10 people who have scored. So Marud leading the way at the moment, and we'll see if he can put together a good time here.
I can see him breaking the
Interesting
space-time barrier.
Interesting note: there is a car that is on track that is not. Two cars actually that are on track right now that are not supposed to be. The 132 car and the 43 car. There are two possible options. Basically, number one is they're on the track when they're not supposed to be. that would be number one. But number two would be they are incorrectly handled on the entry list, and they should be bronzes when they're showing up as silvers. That is the other option. So we'll see if Race Control has anything to say about Tyler Scott and Robert Stoltz. Those are the two cars that are currently on track that are not supposed to be, at least pertaining to the entry list. But I don't have them on my standings, so I do not know if they could just be very, very new and not properly inputted on the entry list. It'll be interesting for me to remember that and handle that accordingly.
What if they are on the entry list, but they're using new secret stealth technology?
Well, that would be interesting. That would be taking a page out of one Miguel Magalhaes.
Indeed.
So Adrian's first lap was invalid. See if number 2 can produce better results here. I wouldn't worry about it. There's going to be a lot of invalid laps today. This wet weather is going to cause a lot of sliding off, a lot of puddles, a lot of people are going to get caught out, and the rain is not letting up. So this is only going to get worse. Would be my guess on the matter. So. And Marud takes the pole position by 0.2 of a second. Matthias Wiedemann going very quickly as well. Next across the line will be Tyler Scott. Again, not sure what class Scott is in. He goes 5th quickest. Idris Cahill is back with the Lego car. Yeah! Last season, Idris joined the Stunt Possums in the BMW. This season, he is back to the Ferrari in the Lego car. I appreciate that. I like that livery. I would make it more Lego, perhaps, if anything. Like make it all blocks. But I appreciate the effort that's gone into that. Having made liveries for this game, it's a bit of a hassle. I'm not gonna lie. Wiedemann's got a slight improvement going. By the way, Casey Jones for the Stunt Possum team. Or he was with Stunt Possum last season. And he still is. Can confirm. Has taken pole position. We have a notable improvement right now going for Tyler Scott. I'm thinking his entry list was rushed. You can see on the lower right-hand corner of the screen that his flag is blank. And I know that I have informed the administration staff how to handle that in the custom entry list, because that's one of those like little secret things, or at least it was for the longest time. Don't know if it still is. where the how to set the flag was unknown. It's not hard. It's just one line of code on the take the line of code from your driver file and put it into the entry list. It's fine. It's easy. But it's one of those things that for some reason was never in the guide for the longest time. I don't know if it is now, but I felt very special when I figured that out without anyone helping me. And then got to be Mr. Know-It-All when I got to tell people that. Oh, Felix Kramer just joined the track tool team. Good. Felix is a good driver. He's got a lot of natural speed. It's just a matter of getting it to be consistent. And well, that's really it. Actually, honestly, it's just the consistency, and maybe a little bit of like a little bit of traffic management. He's been historically a little bit weak on that, but he goes 11th quickest.
The quickest in the world.
We have a challenge for pole here from Maroon. He's about 2/10 off as it stands. And he's got plenty of time. So we'll see if the Nubs Racing Division can pick up some speed. I always appreciate the Star Wars themed liveries that Adrian brings to the table. I do miss his Rogue Squadron one. But that was on the Honda, and I don't know if it necessarily would track to the Ferrari as nicely. Still got a shot. It's about 8/10 up right now. Needs to find about 3/10 if he wants pole.
Isn't that AC/DC song? If you want pole, you got it.
Sean Young on a good lap here for the Cyber Racing crew. And that'll be 4th quickest. And a good one at the moment for Philip Nulis. Going 4th quickest. You know, I don't think I'd actually ever seen the Greek flag in this game. I like it.
I'm pretty sure we have.
We have in a race room, obviously. We have the Greek flag
right.
and
Yep.
and the Dark Lord of the Sith himself.
Indeed.
Fredricos Vanger. But I don't believe I'd seen it just quite with the ACC stylistic graphics.
The ACCCC won't let me be.
I will say having the Patronus, like Mercedes livery on a McLaren is, it's a choice. But we also have a Gulf Oil Mustang in the field, so I guess I can't really say much.
Hell yeah. Gulf oil to the front. That one looks like a Reebok sneaker from the 90s.
A little bit.
I think I used to own a pair like that. Or Case, what was it? No, not Case. Was LA Knights? Or I think they were called.
Now you're just reminding me of the reawakening of LA Knight from WWE.
LA Knight, yeah.
It was because they originally brought him back as that Max Dupree character who was like a model agent, and then they actually did a pretty good job with the changeover. They didn't like just bring him out as LA Knight. They had him they had like a vignette of him outside in LA, like in Los Angeles, looking at the night sky and like just kind of like cutting a promo. And at the end of the promo, he goes, "Sometimes it's just an LA night." Anybody putting on the moves right now? I got a pretty good one for Shannon Mersano here in the Cyber Racing Lexus. I don't know how to feel about that. This team has historically run Porsches. And they've recruited the Shannon Mersano, who is a front-engine guy, historically the Bentley. But this season, he's got the Lexus out there.
Oh, Lord.
He's on a good lap, as is James Wheel for the track tool team in the Mustang. And Marisano into the top 10. Wheel should also be in the top 10. Should be about 7th place. Oh, never mind. He's off the track, and that is now invalid.
You are now an invalid.
Casey Jones out here trying to put a little bit more daylight between him and the field. Currently has pole position. But he is about 2/10 up right now, so he would about double his gap. Lost a little bit of time. Still up, still green. He'll take every thousandth of a second he can get. We don't want no 1997 Jerez race again.
I demand the 1987 Jerez race.
Well, there wasn't one.
That's what you think. They did it underground.
So what happened in 1997 Jerez Grand Prix in Formula One was Jacques Villeneuve went out and posted a lap time. Then Michael Schumacher went out and posted the exact same lap time. And then Heinz-Harald Frentzen went out and posted the exact same lap time.
Very nice. So they had to start 3 wide.
No, so the rules in F1 is if you actually post the same lap time as someone else, it's whoever put it first. So Villeneuve started on pole, followed by Schumacher, followed by Frentzen.
Boring. I want some really messed up technically the rules state. I want some dumb stuff like that.
Let's see here. Who do we want to pick up? I guess Matt Gale is the leading force in the silver category. Once again, I apologize to Byron. I'm going to give the silver standing rundown, and that may cause my mic not to work.
Actually, I cut your mic off a long time ago. They haven't heard anything you said.
Well, that's rude. Nathan Gray leading the way with 19 points, followed by Oral Jha on 17, Dennis Hook on 14, 12 for Thomas Morse, 10 for Conrad Kuhn. Newcomer Diogo Matos is on 8, followed by Liam Smith, who I think is a newcomer, but I also recognize the name somewhere. Kerry Pattinen on 4, Ron Morley on 2, and Nicky Taylor on 1. Surprising results from Spa. Matt Gale did not score, nor did Isaac Jordan. And we know them both as pretty quick drivers. Same with Sahil Midha and Mike Golford. So, those are your standings. Very early days. Very, very early days. Let's see what Gale can do here for Cyber Racing Porsche in the 505 car. He'll go 5th quickest. And we'll pick up Johan Viviers. Oh, we got 2 Viviers this season. Replace. I wonder if they're any relation or no. We've had that happen where 2 guys have the same last name and it's not been a relation.
You mean like Van de Velde?
The Van de Veldes are related. Aren't they cousins?
I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
I believe they're cousins.
I know we went over it, but it was weeks ago.
Cousins,
if not months ago.
It's like cousins or uncle, nephew type deal, something like that. If somebody in the crowd would like to enlighten us on that matter, please feel free.
We got the Jijibaka chat upset about the lack of Nissans. That's because they're all Datsuns now.
I am sorry, but yeah, there is no Nissans in the field, I don't believe. I haven't specifically looked. Let me eyeball the list here and see if there's a Nissan.
You'll have to cheer for either the Italian Nissan, the German Nissan, or the American Nissan.
I feel like there is no such thing as an Italian Nissan. The Italian car making philosophy just does not jive with the Nissan at all.
That's because they're all having a post-pasta siesta.
Got a good lap going here for Kerry Pattinen. Also a pretty good lap going for Matt Gale that might have a pole position on it. Let's pick up Gale. He's closer to the end of his lap. A little shaky out of that corner. Lost about 2/10. And this is not going to be a pole as a result. But it will be top 5 as he takes 3rd place for the time being. Patton's lap should be top 10. Assuming he hangs on to it and I haven't cast or cursed him. Also, RC, you're not alone. There are no Audis in the field. And I'm very disappointed by that. 9th place for Patton. Ron Morley. We have a decent selection of cars here, though, this season. We've got Aston Martins. We've got, or do we have an Aston Martin? No Aston Martin. No Audis. No Aston Martins doing Nissans. Oh. But we got some Mustangs. We got a healthy dose of McLarens. We've got a couple of Ferraris. We always do. We have a Bentley, Lexus. Oh, we do have an Aston Martin. Nathan Gray is sporting the Aston Martin. We just haven't seen him on screen yet. Oral Jaw in a good lap here.
You know what this field needs? More Ferraris.
No, I think it's the most common car we got. I don't know. Okay, this begs the question. McLaren or Ferrari? What's more popular? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Ferraris. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 McLarens. Ferrari wins at 11 to 10.
Cha-cha-cha.
I do appreciate the restraint on people not using the OP car at the moment, though, which is the Ford Mustang.
Maybe it got banned.
Nope, there's a couple.
Oh, no, wait, there's one Ford. Yeah, never mind.
I think it's just people are being like. Well, here's the thing. So from what I gather on the Mustang, and I haven't driven it at all myself, is that it's overpowered, but people don't really like it. So
it's too much power.
That maybe discourages them a little bit.
Need to have 1,700 horsepower.
Oral Jaw going 3rd quickest. Always a threat for pole is Oral Jaw. He is a very fast single lap driver. Our best bet for excitement right now would be Johan Viviers in the Trail Bullets car. Looks like a livery.
What up, hon?
Looks like a livery that is not currently functioning. I guess that would be the question. Hang on. Let's see. We've got Garrett. We've got Johan Viviers. Let's see. Are they on the same team? That would be like... That would be a decent first step to knowing if they're related, I suppose. Oh, I don't see Garrett in the server. Okay. Well, that mystery will have to be decided later. Do we have a relation? Do we have just a coincidence? That is the question.
I believe one is attempting identity theft.
It was the Kratashvilles that were not related. That was the one that was surprising. Yeah.
Same country, same last name, not related.
Yeah, not related. And not a last name I was familiar with, which, see, you know, we're kind of familiar with the Czechoslovak names. Hockey has done this for us.
Correct.
And it seemed like a pretty unique name. Gary Patton moving into the top 10, taking 7th place. And we are officially at the checkered flag, so finish up your lap, and that is all you got. The only people of interest right now out there are Ron Morley and Jack Biddle. Pardon me, Morley just invalidated his lap, so... And Jack Biddle just finished his lap, so... There's really nothing.
Stuck in the biddle with you.
There is... Dennis Hook is still out there, but he is currently in the red, so... I wouldn't expect much improvement, if any, from the Cyber Racing Porsche driver, who still does not have his flag. Interesting.
Captain Hook to the front. Somebody called 9-1 and then wait.
Maybe the keeper of the entry list has not figured out the numerical code for Hook's flag yet. It is in the game, I know that.
665.
No, it's not that many. They're just numbered flags, but there's no like rhyme or reason to it. Like they're not in alphabetical order or like any kind of like they're just very, very random. It's like number 1 is Italy. Okay, what's number 2? Brazil. Okay.
We are now firmly in disqualifying time. Anybody on the track will be removed from the race and destroyed.
Okay, so there is an entry list mix-up per race control that might explain the 2 cars we were talking about earlier. All right. Grid time. Let me pull up the right screen here. On pole position, we have Diogo Matos, followed by Johan Viviers on the front row. Matt Gale and Casey Jones on row 2. Casey Jones is the pole sitter for the bronze category. Oral Shaw on row 3 with Adrian Marood, Kerry Pattinen, and Tyler Scott, row 4. Row 5, Felix Kramerich and Philip Newlis. Row 6, Nathan Gray and Sean Young. Row 7, Dennis Hook and Robert Volt, the old veteran row. Then we have Shannon Morisano and Matthias Wiedemann on row 8. Row 9, David Slater and Sven Van de Velde, who is the pole sitter for the iron category. James Wheel and Idris Cahill on row 10. Ron Morley and Andreas Hansen, on row 11. Pat Fortune and Anton Lammers, any relation to Jan Lammers, on row 12, probably. Robert Stoltz and Jack Biddle, row 13. Dee Hines and Shane Sullivan, row 14. Max Cruz and Mickey Taylor, row 15. Jos van de Velde and Thomas Wong, row 16. Rian Lotre and Balis Coleridge, row 17. Josh Davies and Werner Jacobs, row 18. Miso Guzmanovic and Bromine, one name, very Madonna.
I believe it's pronounced bromine.
Bromine, probably, yeah. Row 19. Row 20, Samuel Jardine and Alan Herrera. That's a weird one. Both of those guys are usually quite a bit higher up on the grid, so looks like the wet weather is getting to them. Jeffrey Bacher, I think, joined the server very, very late. He'll start row 21 with Atos Raman and Matthew East bringing up the rear.
We have Chris Slancer in chat regretting his inability to race, but he is looking forward to all the carnage on lap 1.
We are probably for sure going to get some carnage. As per usual, if anybody wants to follow someone specific at the start, they got a feeling where the carnage is going to be, let me know. But for the time being, we'll check out the stunt possum on the front row, Diogo Matos.
There's Diogo.
The Expanse has permanently ruined that name for me.
The X-Pants, the former pants. Oh, teleporting car.
That's Johan Viviers, who appears to have disconnected from the server just after securing a front row start. That's not good. Got a couple of cars blinking in and out, so there are some issues, it looks like. The advantage of ACC over Race Room, though, is if your car does disconnect, you can rejoin. The server remains open to that, so hopefully we get them back. We also have the penalties populating: 5 seconds for Oral Jaw, 5 seconds for Adrian Moon, 10 for Nathan Gray. Pat Fortune was a naughty boy at Spa, apparently. 30-second penalty for the Irish driver.
Oh boy. The old Irish car bomb trick.
I'm not seeing any other penalties further down, but they may develop as time goes on. Matthew East always has a good livery. Let's have a look at his, shall we? Can't get a great look at it, can I? We'll hop on board with the pole sitter. Matos is new to the grid, as far as I know. Either that, or he's a downgrade from Server 1, potentially. New name to me, anyways. But has already found a home with the Stunt Possum team. They do good work. Before this race kicks off, I'm going to quickly grab a beverage. I apologize for a squeak of my chair.
Squonk. I hope he comes back with vodka. That'll be fun. Look at the lightning fast reflexes on Diogo here. He's able to cover every inch of the track, side to side and vertically.
It's not vodka.
So then it's not good enough.
As for the track coverage, the cars will be weaving around to try to get some heat into the tires because
I know
it's wet.
I know. I'm making a joke. It's not on your spreadsheet, but there is a joke in there.
Sir, my spreadsheets are not a joke.
I find them to be humorous and gauche, yet useful.
Especially late in the season, we're talking about who's got a chance in the championship.
Nobody.
Right now, it's everybody.
I'm going to make the points requirement so high that you can't actually achieve it, and therefore nobody gets the championship.
It's not actually how that works.
You will need 50 million quadlus to advance to the championship round, and then 75 more.
Still
and
no
yet you will only accrue.
signs of Johan Vivier, so it looks like we will have to have the grid. Oh, no, he's here, but he's in the pit lane. Along with Jeffrey Bacher and David Slater. So they are electing to qualify, or they are electing to start from the pit lane. There are various reasons, safety reasons, obviously. Could also be a penalty in play. And in Vivier's case, probably just plain old technical issues. Alright, we should have a checkered flag here very shortly as Matt Gale joins Diogo on the front row. Actually, he's kind of nudged ahead a little bit there. But we're off and heading towards turn 1 in anger. The third car in the mix there is Casey Jones in the Stunt Possum Ferrari. Matos holds the lead. Adrian Marood looking to make a move in the background there on Kerry Pattenden. Looks like he thought better of it. There is Pattenden in the Track Tool Team car, the DeWalt car. Actually, it looks like Marood did get the job done. My apologies. Marood actually did get the job done. In fact, he's jumped another car as well. He's ahead of I'm not sure who that is. This is the downside of like the early seasons trying to remember whose livery is whose, but I do not know who that green and red car belongs to. It looks like a Ferrari. Also didn't realize Sean Young this season is representing Ferrari instead of Porsche. It's Tyler Scott. That's the the extra Ferrari in the mix there. So Matos continues to lead from Matt Gale and Casey Jones. In fourth place, we have Oral Ja. And then it is Adrian Marud, followed by Scott. And then it is Kerry Pattenden, Felix Kramrich, and rounding off the top 10 is not Newless, so it's Nathan Gray in the Aston Martin. Currently have a little bit of a timing glitch going on because Matthew East is for some reason being shown in first place, and that is not the case. Hopefully that will fix. Matos goes a bit wide, but he'll retain the lead over Matt Gale for the time being. And Casey Jones still in third place. Good to see Casey up there. Leading the way for the bronze category.
Mike, I'm detecting a certain lack of carnage. I just don't think that they have what it takes to the desire to win.
You're right about the lack of carnage part. That's for sure. I mean, I'm seeing like still in place tire missiles and stuff. I must say that I am surprised. Oh, I think my hang on a sec. My ACC race control has failed me.
You're out of control.
Sometimes it does this. Just trying to figure out why my timing data was so wrong.
Hit it in the neck with a taser. Always works for me.
Apologies, everybody. I'm giving you the battle for the lead, but I will be engaged in warfare against the PC in the background. Where is the non-terminating process so that I can murder it? I'm actually really, really happy that this didn't happen during the 12-hour tribute to Dean. The ACC race controller actually behaved itself. Okay, one moment. We may have to reboot the game. My apologies, everybody. But we will be right back.
Could be worse. We could be on fire.
True. There's no coming back from that. All right. Come on, ACC Race Control. I need you to boot. I need you to do good things. I don't have to reboot the PC. I've done this before, and that's not required. It's just a erroneous process needs to be murdered. And I'm scanning my task manager to see where that is.
Open up Task Manager and Task Manager from within Task Manager. Trust no one, not even yourself.
Okay, we got it. It is open. Rebooting the game, and we'll hopefully we won't have missed like too much like insanity. We are returning.
Green light, go, go, go.
And let's see. There it is. ACC race director is connected.
Tremendous.
And we pick up the race leader, Matt Gale.
The Matt Gale of Gale Force Racing.
So Gale leads from Matos, so they were battling when we left, so they're still at it. Casey Jones still in third place, followed by Tyler Scott. It's Tyler Scott, right? Yep. Kerry Patton in fifth place, followed by Dennis Hook, followed by Philip Nulis, Sean Young, Robert Volt's up into the top 10, so he's having a very solid run in his Honda NSX, and Oral Jha rounding off the top 10. Shannon Marsanu, Matthias Wiedemann, Adrian Marood, Nathan Gray has fallen back to 14th place, Idris Cahill runs in 15th place. We, of course, have a single pit stop required here today. Rude up under the bumper of Sean Young. This is a battle for, I believe, third place in the bronze category, possibly fifth. It depends on where Tyler Scott actually is supposed to be classified. Oh! Bit of a spin there from Sean Young. Might have been tapped by Volt, who is not overtaking. Being a gentleman. And Oral Jha gives chase. We'll be with this for a while because this battle goes back to 15th spot. We have a train. Marsanu, Wiedemann, Marood, Gray, and Cahill on the back of this, all the way back to the Lego car in 15th place. Appears like there might be a blue flag car coming up here as they work their way through.
Woo!
Indeed there is. It's Fajera. Oh! Robert Volt off the track.
Tried to power slide.
Completely missed that. My apologies.
Oh, that was what I wooed about.
As I figured. Oh,
he tried to power slide that corner.
One of the DeWalt cars off. That's might be Kerry Patton. No, it's not Kerry Patton. That could be a couple of cars. There's a couple of cars that are very, very out of place right now. We don't usually see blue flags this early on in the race. And we are getting those. Ron Morley on the tail of Pat Fortune. Fortune is currently the leader of the Iron category. And in between them, that is a Mustang. Oh, that's Wheel. Okay. So Morley a bit overtake. Morley off the track and losing a couple more spots. Feel like Ron is currently going, get that camera off of me. Things are not great right now for him, as Idris Cahill also loses a spot to Adrian Marood as he goes off the track. James Wheel, pardon me, I think I said Jordan Wheel earlier. James Wheel putting the pressure on Pat Fortune, who is currently the leader in the iron category. And in behind them is Sven van de Velde. And I don't remember his first name, but Stoltz is the sort of sea green colored Ferrari in behind them. Followed by Andreas Hansen. Wheel goes wide. And the Mustang rejoins, having lost a spot to, at the very least, Van de Velde and probably Stoltz and probably Hansen. Before he can get those tires back engaged. Nope. He holds off Hansen at least. Number of close battles out there. Johan Vivier. Oh, Viviers has disappeared again. Oh, no, there he is. He's on the tail of D. Hines as he's trying to make his way through. If you recall, he qualified on front row but had a connection issue. And as a result, started from pit road. So he's been making his way through the field and is up to 27th position. I think it's Hines, actually, that's beeping in and out of his existence, actually. So he's got a connection issue. Viviers may have a run on Alan Herrera. It's always not a fun time when you have a car doing what D. Hines is doing right now. And that's no insult to D. Hines. It's, purely a technical issue. Because Kerry Pattenden is one of the early ones to pit.
Remember, kids, pit early, pit often.
It's not actually a good idea. Oh, we had a overtake for the lead here. Matos to the front. We'll get a replay on that. Overtaking Matt Gale in the Lexus. Very nicely done. Set that up. Do have to say, I don't think Gale was too super aggressive in the defense of that, and apparently has taken the lead back. So we're gonna go right back to the replay. Just kind of outgrunts him. That Lexus is a beast in the straightaway, and in the wet, that's gonna be a big advantage. Wheel is lost out again to Stoltz, and is again under pressure from Andreas Hansen as well as Anton Lammers. Got yellow flags out for Alan Herrera as well as Anton Lammers. They have gone off. I don't think it was contact. I think that was a sympathetic fall off. Thomas Wong, pardon me, in the Garage 59 car, making overtakes happen. That is not... I don't think that's the actual Garage 59 car. So that's a custom liveries done up in the Garage 59 style, I think. Losing out side by side there to Jeffrey Bacher. No shame there. Bacher is a solid driver. I can't believe he's back in the Porsche again. He had real hard times with that Porsche last season, and he's refusing to let it beat him. As Shannon Rosano and the Lexus is off. Adrian Marood up under the wing of Matthias Wiedemann. Wiedemann in the Porsche. Marood in the Honda. Pardon me, I'm so used to him being in the Honda. He's in the Ferrari this season. Idris Cahill getting a front row seat in the Lego Ferrari. And behind them is Robert Volt in the Honda. Looking down the inside. I think you're a little too far back for that. Meantime, Andres Hansen has gone off track. Let's see if we Can ascertain what happened there. It looks like it's just going to be driver error. Yep. Too late on the brakes. Overshoots the corner. And the Los Patos Hermanos Mercedes will rejoin the action. Idris Cahill on the back of Wiedemann, who has lost out to Marud.
I am enjoying the ghost streaking of the cars as they go by.
Yeah, it's one of the graphic settings that allows the frame rate to kind of be more stable.
I still like it, regardless. It looks very, very anime.
Vivier should still probably be one of the danger men out there. Oh, contact between Hansen and Hines.
Oh boy.
Spins Hines off. Not too bad, actually. But Hansen will probably face some kind of time penalty for that. There is a good battle going on for the lead here between Gale and Matos. It's just that it's kind of predictive. For example, we have that long straightaway there that we just came off of. It's basically just Gale keeps re-overtaking him there. And Matos can overtake him beforehand. But he can't hold it through the straightaway. He'll have to find a good spot if he wants to get past, or play a trick with the pit stops as they dodge a blue flag car.
I say just give him the pit maneuver.
There is the Gulf Oil Mustang up ahead,
Hell
one
yeah.
of the DeWalt cars in the wall.
Remember, kids, if you can't keep ahead of the guy, put him in the wall. Or just give him the pit maneuver.
Byron is not a voice of the Evolution Racing Academy. His commentary should be taken strictly as comedy purposes.
I mean, probably.
Definitely. They navigate the Mustang without too much issue. For the time being, Gale continues to hold on against Matos in the Lexus. They're quite a ways ahead of third place Casey Jones, but he's having a solid day. He's leading the bronze category. He doesn't really care about getting up in the top two. That's a lie. He very, very much cares. For the time being, he is not a factor in this battle for the lead. And my ACC race control has failed me again. It's doing that today.
God darn it.
See if I can get it to reboot without rebooting the game. And this time it worked. Come on, connect. Connect! Connection timed out. Client stopped sending. It did not. I assure you, it did not. We're still very, very much connected to the game.
But is it connected to reality?
It does not want to connect. My apologies, everybody. It's been a while since ACC Race Control has been this kind of little pain in the ass.
Got a bad update?
It didn't update, so maybe it needs an update. All right, Let's try coming into the server here.
Green light, go, go, go.
Green light, green light.
Success!
Huzzah!
Now, dismiss all those error messages.
Error, error.
And there is
too much funk.
All right, we have a yellow flag out for Idris Cahill. He stopped at the side of the road. He has pointed the wrong direction, so he's just trying to find a gap that he can rejoin into here. Oh, that got a little close. Got a little bit close between him and his former teammate there, Pat Fortune.
Deploy the caltrops. Ozzy Osbourne to the front.
And he'll officially rejoin ahead of Dutchman Max Cruz, who is going to lose a spot to Viviers. Admittedly, Viviers is not in these guys' race. Like, we know he's headed for bigger things, so fair enough. Cruz and Cahill getting side by side. Las Patos Hermanos versus the Lego Ferrari. A couple of cars have made pit stops, so they're a little bit out of sequence right now. And Matt Gale trails Diogo Matos.
See.
We've seen this a couple times. He's been able to overtake him on the big straights, though. We'll see if Matos can actually hang on for a long period of time. Honestly, this is longer than he's hung on to previously. The Lexus demands fresh beat.
You picked a fine
Also got
time
another
to
Lexus
leave
on the
me
hunt.
loose wheel.
Shanu Murasanu on the tail of, my apologies, I forgot your first name. Josh Davies, Walsh driver. His Ferrari his McLaren has suffered some damage. You can see the front end is a little bit loose. And he'll lose a spot to Murasanu as a result. And also going through is Thomas Wong. The Garage 59 McLaren. And I think Davies is trying to limp into the pits. Oh, no. He's just kind of... I'm not sure what's happening. All right, he will get into the pit lane, so I wonder if there's maybe a problem with his actual hardware setup, maybe. Something is slipped, something is broken, something needs adjustment. These are all on the table. Pat Fortune with a very fast Johan Viviers on his tail, and if I'm him, I'm just kind of letting him through. Also interesting to note here, I do think, yeah, that's the old Ferrari that Fortune's racing. That's the 488. So he has gone with the not up-to-date Ferrari for this series. Interesting. You can see the differences in the back end between him and Viviers and also Cahill's Ferraris. They're running the 296. He's running the 488. That's an interesting move.
Which one has the 9,300 horsepower supercharged triple overcam thingy?
Did you say 93 horsepower?
93,000.
Okay. Well, the answer either way is neither.
Which one's pedaling to get to the front, Mike?
Well, there's a 296 in third place. I'd have to say that's the one heading towards the front.
Goodness.
Or I guess I haven't confirmed it's a 296 in third place. Let's see. No, that's a 488 as well. Okay. So the Stunt Possum boys are going old school with their car choice here. They're rocking the older Ferrari, which I don't know. I don't know if it still has competitive value. But out here in the wet, honestly, whatever makes you feel comfortable is honestly a bigger problem. I'll tell you who's not feeling comfortable right now.
Fuck you,
Ron
cones.
Morley.
Get them, get them cones. Mike's paying a $50.
Jeffrey Bacher.
Mike's paying a $50 bounty on every cone in Minecraft.
And Kerry Patton is, well, he's enduring the downside of the undercut right now, which is he's done his pit stop, he's ready to go to the end, and he's now got to deal with slower traffic. Without being too offensive to Mr. Wong, that is what he is right now. I rather like that Porsche livery that the Croatian Guzmanovic is running.
It's a nice blue.
Yeah, it's not too busy. It's just I don't know. There's an appeal there. There's an appeal.
Michael, when can we redo this race but with Toyota Hilux?
Interesting.
With optional machine guns or rocket launchers in the back of the trucks. Yeah, buddy! Wow, get that thing.
All right. ACC race control has failed again. It still has camera control, so I'm just gonna roll through and try and make do with what we can do. But keep in mind that the additional live timing data that I would normally have is currently not in play. So keep that in mind, unfortunately.
I mean, all we really need to know is that Diogo is 14 laps ahead of everybody now.
If we get a moment where there's like nothing happening, I'll give it a reboot. But the unfortunate thing is, I think that if I reboot it, it's just going to do this again. Is the problem. Now I'm trying to find the default spectator tool. I don't even remember where it hides. There is a default spectator tool that I'm hoping that I would normally use as a backup here, but unfortunately I'm not seeing it. I'll do my best, but it is going to be a bit of a problem at this point. It means I'm going to probably focus a lot more on the lead. Matt Gale still running in second place. And Casey Jones in a relatively lonely third place at the moment. He is quite a ways ahead of Dennis Hook. And not that far ahead, actually. I thought the gap was larger, but... Looks only about 1.4 back. Oh, one of the Lexus is off the track. I don't think I know who that is. Samuel Jardine, maybe? Nah, Samuel Jardine has his usual anime livery working. It's Werner Jacobs in the Draper Racing. It looks like his custom livery is not working.
What if it's working perfectly fine and it's invisible?
Then it's not working.
Stealth skins.
Okay, we have a relatively quiet section right now. So let me get a reboot of the race control here and see if it will function properly. Doesn't look like it's gonna. Yeah, I'll have to duck in and out of the server. My apologies, everybody. I don't know what's going on here. Idris Cahill with
You're the worst.
drive-through penalty.
You're fired.
Okay, hop back in the server.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Reconnect. We are reconnected. Pick up Diogo, who has got a lead because I do believe Matt Gale has hit the pit stop. And indeed, that is correct. He is down in 12th place now, having made his pit stop. He is top of the pit stoppers, so everybody ahead of him does have to pit. Brian Merchant Wong currently in. Dennis Hook is like all over the back end of Casey Jones right now. He is on a charge. That Cyber Racing Porsche has had great speed in the wet. Didn't qualify especially well, but during the race has just done nothing but make its way closer and closer to the front, representing the Spunky Monkey. Now, Hook is, of course, a silver driver. Jones is a bronze driver, so even if Hook gets past, Jones does lead the bronze race. And I think it's only a matter of time before that Porsche gets through. He's getting a little impatient about it, though. He will make a gap and move into second place. Bunch of pit stoppers. We got Viviers in the pits, Biddle in the pits, Newless in the pits, and Sven van de Velde in the pits. Kerry Pattenden was the earliest of the pit stoppers. I don't think it's worked out for him. There's a couple of people who are overtaking him out of the pits right now. So, the gamble of the undercut has not quite worked out, as he is stuck behind Sean Young in the 23 Ferrari. And the race leader is in. Matos in the pits. Let's get the map up here. The car of interest for us is Matt Gale in the 508. The 350 has come to a stop on track. That is Bromine in the Mustang. So where is the 508? I'm looking for it. I'm not... There he is. Making his way through the the final... I really want to make an inappropriate joke.
He's making his way downtown, driving fast, burning gas.
Making his way downtown through the final corner. We'll just leave it at that.
The final cowtown.
And Matos should get out ahead of him. There we go. Very close battle, though. Casey Jones in, Oral Shaw in, Matthias Wiedemann in. So the number of guys who still need to make their pit stops is getting relatively limited. Nathan Gray still out there. James Wheel, Andreas Hansen, Shannon Mersanu. Let's see if there's anyone further down. David Slater. I swear I didn't mean to pick you while you were reversing on the grass. My apologies.
It's very picturesque.
Pick up Jeffrey Bacher, who is battling with Mickey Taylor. Mickey Taylor has not had speed at Spa or here today, which is surprising because he's a very quick driver. He was a championship contender back for the Silver Crown not too long ago. So, interesting to see him struggling in the manner that he is. Oh! Big squiggle. And Bacher and Robert Volt get closer. The Mercedes in there, Andreas Hansen, is down a lap. So he is not a... pardon me, he's up a lap. He's yet to pit. My point is he's not in that fight. He's in a separate battle. And Jos van de Velde into the pits. Matt Gale got a run on Matos here. Pat Fortune getting a nice front seat, front row seat. There you go. That's one. To this battle.
This particular battle?
This particular battle, yes.
This battle, which we are in particular
Coleridge is off the track. Also, D. Hines, I think, is just in a permanent state of yellow flag. David Slater is having a time. He's not enjoying life right now.
How did the Slater cross the road? He didn't. He had to wait a long time.
Had to wait a long time. Had to wait for a gap. So this is the battle for the effective lead. Nathan Gray currently has the lead, but he has a 10-second penalty in his pit stop, and also is about 29 seconds up the road. What's a pit stop time here?
85 minutes.
Actually, looks like only about 45 seconds. So one of the shorter pit stops on the calendar. But either way, he's going to be well behind this battle when he does pit. Still this battle between Taylor and Bacher. And actually it's a three-way fight because Lautre up ahead is battling for position with these guys. That's not normal. No disrespect to the 106 car, but generally that car is in a separate fight from these two. So he's putting up a good day. He's got an excellent day going on. Casey Jones having problems in the pits. And that is Andreas Hansen coming in. I have no idea what Jones' problem is right now.
I do not know.
I don't know what's going on here. It's like he's trying to find his pit stall.
I believe he's having rig aggro.
Possible? I legitimately don't know what's going on there. Well, that might ruin a really good day for Casey Jones, whatever is happening. We pick up the battle for the effective lead. Lead on track still belongs to the Aston Martin of Nathan Gray. He still has to pit. You know the deal. And barring these two coming to blows, he will come out well behind them. Might be in third place, though. His overcut, I think, is working out quite well. In fact, he's in the pits now. Be interested to see where he comes out in relative to the 911 of Dennis Hook.
Nigel, what in the heck is a subsidium?
I don't know.
Why does it say that on the side of that car?
You'd have to ask the cyber racing guys.
I refuse. I will use my imagination and come up with something far worse.
Maybe one of them will be in the post race interview. Oh, that Hook will easily take third place. Gray had a penalty to add to his pit stop, so that probably largely made it not an option. Should beat Tyler Scott out of the pits. Yeah, there we go. It should be 4th place. Maybe 5th. Here comes Scott. And he is going to bag himself a Nathan Gray for 4th place. So Gray rejoins in 5th. So Casey Jones has rejoined the race. By the I didn't even see what happened. We'll get a replay.
You mean you didn't see what happened? It was right there.
I was looking at the race control.
You're on drugs.
I didn't expect... Oh, that is a very missed braking zone. Oh, God. Sir, you're a blue flagged car. You should not be taking out Mr. Nathan Gray. Oh, no, that was Sean Young. Okay, so... At least that was for position, but that was very ungentlemanly. Whereas Casey Jones ended up rejoining in this whole mess here. I was looking for him when that was going on. He may have retired. That is, you don't see him. So whatever was wrong with Casey Jones may have been a terminal issue. So to recap, as we head into the last 17 minutes, Diogo Matos still leading the way from Matt Gale. Dennis Hook in 3rd, followed by Tyler Scott, and rounding out the top 5, Nathan Gray. In the bronze category, it is Sean Young leading the way from Adrian Marood, Matthias Wiedemann, James Wheel, and Philip Newlis. And in the iron category, it is Sven van der Velde, who was the fastest at Spa, but was unable to take a really good result. Max Cruz in 2nd place, followed by Thomas Wong, followed by Pat Fortune, and rounding off the top 5, Dee Hines, despite having considerable issues all throughout the race as far as internet connection is concerned. In fact, you may notice that we got switched onto another car as his connection just came out there and came back.
It's the Biddler.
Johan Viviers, who started on the front row, but unfortunately had technical issues, forced to start from the pit lane, and has been since trying to make his way back through. Putting pressure on Matthias Wiedemann right now. Looking to turn this into a top 10, although, well, I mean, he's top 10 in his class right now. He's on 2 points. Does not have a fastest lap. That belongs to Matt Gale. Fastest lap in the other classes is a little bit harder to do because race control doesn't identify it nicely for me. But it would appear to be Adrian Marood for the bronzes. And for the irons, Sven van der Velde. Wiedemann does not fight that too hard. He knows that Viviers is not really his fight. And Matos has lost the lead. Let's get a 15-second replay, please. See if we catch up what happened there. Looks like that will not be enough. I am going to guess that the Lexus once again showed his grunt on the main straightaway and retook the position. So Matt Gale back to the front. Report from Server 1, which apparently has done its race. Ben Hicks and Chris, number 1, were on the podium. So, congratulations to them. Oral Shaw rejoins from some problems.
Oral Hershiser?
Oh. Matos loses a little bit of control there. Snap of oversteer. And that will give Gale some breathing room. Idris Cahill in the Lego car up behind Andreas Hansen in the Los Patos Hermanos Mercedes. This is a battle for 18th spot. And as far as the bronze category goes, it is a battle for 7th place and an extra 2 points. Could make or break.
Could use more super glue if your Legos are breaking apart.
I mean, I'm just impressed that a car made entirely of Legos running in 19th spot.
It's pretty cool.
In the wet. Also, a battle kicking off between Robert Stoltz and Sven van der Velde. That is one of the Porsches just getting out of the way under blue flags. And Viviers has caught up to the back of Oral Ja. So this will be a good battle between the two Ferraris. Ja had the pace in qualifying to compete with Viviers, but just, I don't know. It looks like the ability to keep it clean in the wet has not been the 296's strength. Still running a solid 10th place overall. 8th place in class. That'll be 4 points if he can hold it. But I would have to say that more was on offer with a better performance. Byron, who's been your driver of the day as we are approaching the last 11 minutes of race time?
Well, I gotta, there's a whole lot going on out here. I gotta say Van der Velde.
Alrighty. Robert Stoltz on the tail of the aforementioned Sven van der Velde. Biddle has just gotten past Marood. Let's see what the Bentley did there. Really more what Marood did than what the Bentley did. It's just Marood getting too deep on the corner. And he loses the spot as a result. Not a huge deal. Biddle is a silver driver, so not a class positional battle. Paging Rion Lautre. Your windshield short form is still in the default. Please fix that. Makes it easier to tell that it's you. Although that could be the plan. That could be the plan. Be completely undercover.
Dun 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 dun.
Philippe Nulis on the tail of James Wheel in the Mustang. They have a car in between them there. And he'll clear that and set off back after the DeWalt Mustang once again. Car off. That is Thomas Wong. Garage 59 McLaren. Partial Gulf oil livery. And,
that just drove straight. Yeah.
Right. And there's the wet. Driving across the grass, kids, not a good idea. In the meantime, Stoltz would really like to get past Van der Velde. Not really much a reason, honestly. Just wants to do it. He's quite a ways behind the next car in his class. But that'll do it. Van der Velde makes a mistake, and through he goes. In the meantime, Matos is going side by side. No! Matt Gilligan sideways! And, Matos is off the track. Oh, what happened? What happened? Did Gale fishtail into Matos?
Oh, boy.
He did. Collision between the two lead cars, and Matos ends up very close to the wall. Looks like he managed to avoid going into it, but very close. That may decide the race, pending Stewart review, of course. Kerry Pattinen on the tail of Sean Young. Young is the bronze leader today. He's been an iron champion. It'd be nice to see Sean Young compete for a bronze championship. And Wong appears to be having problems because he's off the track again. And again, this is going to be self-inflicted.
Dope.
So a really good result for him is kind of crumbling before his eyes. Vivier's on the tail of Oral Ja. Battle for 10th place. And again, 8th in class. That's 4 points. They are behind a pair of bronze drivers in Young and Marud. That's Marud actually just ahead of them. So his position is far from safe from these two.
Rick Marud.
But he is quite a bit clear of Matthias Wiedemann, so he's probably quite happy right now. Recapping the bronze and iron standings right now. Sean Young leads from Adrian Marud, Matthias Wiedemann, James Wheel, and Philippe Newless. Then in the iron category, it is Sven van de Velde from Max Cruz, Pat Fortune. Thomas Wong, despite the several offs, is still in third place in that group. And then Rian Lautere, fourth place, and Rian Lautere in the top 5. So, pretty good race for Lautere, by the way. Really, a big round of applause for him. He's historically struggled. So, to see him out here on a track that is one that usually is not terribly well known outside of the British racing community, and on top of that is very difficult. Oh, that's Marud spinning, and Viviers will overtake both of them.
See, it's all that stealth skin. Gets the advantage.
We have lost the race control once again.
You're out of control.
Apologies, everybody. We are going to do a quick rejoin the server and get that fixed. Lasted a while that time, actually. We got about 25 minutes out of it. Hopefully this is the last reconnect we have to do.
Green light, go, go, go.
Alright, so Matt Gill leads by a fair bit. Highest up battle we really got going right now is Kerry Pattenden as he tries to catch up to Sean Young. In the background, one of his teammates giving way. That is 38th place. That is Mario Ferreira. And probably a more interesting battle here is Philippe Newless going for 4th place in the iron category, or bronze category, pardon, against James Wheel. McLaren v Ford. A legendary combination in the 1970s. Won F1 world titles with Emerson Fittipaldi and James Hunt.
But what about Lincoln Palmer?
No.
Go down.
That's were the only 2 titles that McLaren won with Ford as their engine partner, actually. So they didn't win anything in the 1960s. And by the 80s... Yeah, by the 80s, their first title would have been 1984 with Niki Lauda. That was with the Porsche years. Then Alain Prost for 2 more, for 85, 86. And then they won with Honda for 89, 88, 89, 90, and 91. And then it was Mercedes in 98, 99, and 06. And they haven't won since.
Is
Probably
that
gonna win
because
this year,
they do not employ that guy from London?
I assure you, they employ somebody from London. Let's be real. There is somebody right now on the McLaren team that is from London. Just playing the averages here. This is probably our battle mostly to the end. There's some other things going on right now, but this is number 1, the most important. Number 2, the highest up in the pecking order. And number 3, the most, I think, likely to actually be like a long-term thing as opposed to just a catch and pass. So, Cristal Petronas McLaren, Greek driver Philip Newlis on the hunt against the track tool team's James Wheel in the Mustang. Ahead of them, that is a lapped car. And Wheel giving him a little bit of a flash of the headlights. That's an early one, I'd have to say, if I'm being entirely honest. You're not really close enough to be demanding the blue flag subservience from that Mustang, but they will acquiesce. That is... I'm not sure which Mustang that is. Probably bromine.
Is there a large red gas?
No.
Well, it's not bromine.
Here we go. Newlis looking for the move. Against James Wheel for 15th place overall and P4 in class. Wheel hangs on for now. That BMW behind is not on the same lap, so he is not a factor in this battle. Officially, doesn't mean that he won't be. Taylor looking for a way past Robert Volt, who's had a miserable race. Early on in the race, Volt was looking like a top 10 car, and that has not panned out. We'll just put that way. Up the inside goes Newlis. It's the last lap. Checkered flag is out.
Oh my God.
Can he get it done, or will the Mustang hang on? Right now, James Wheel is up to the task. Matt Gale is your winner from Diogo Matos. That battle was pretty good until Gale kind of took Matos out. Dennis Hook will join them on the podium.
He took my advice, and he gets the win.
Got Vivieres versus Biddle that might go down to the wire, as well as Marood versus Wiedemann. Keep an eyeball on them, but the closest of them right now still is Newlis and Wheel. And that is going to be Biddle hanging on at the line. So that's going to be over with. Gale, Matos, Hook, Scott, and Gray, your top 10. Sean Young is your winner of the bronze category, taking 6th overall. Kerry Pattenden, Jack Biddle. There is a current glitch in the timing where somebody is hopping around, and it's making it very hard to tell you the rest of it. This happens. Newless will not be able to get it done. Actually hit that bump pretty hard, too. Yeah, somebody's timing is going just insane, and it's making this very hard. Viviere's Jaw, Wiedemann is your top 10. Then it's Marood, Stoltz, Van der Velde, who is your iron winner. Wheel, Newless, Kroos, Hansen, Cahill, Fortune, and Volt, your top 10. And that might actually be slightly off because there may have been some people who disconnected before now. We'll put it that way. Well, fantastic day of racing. A couple of people had some rough days, but there was actually a remarkable clean amount of racing. There wasn't a lot of not a lot of car-on-car contact. There were a couple of guys who went too deep into turns, obviously, caught a little bit of grass, spun out. That obviously was in the play. It was actually far messier up in the commentary booth with the race director refusing to cooperate. Might do a clean install on that next time around just to see if that's the problem. But we hadn't had one of those in a while, but they have happened before.
Killer flamethrower.
Yeah, congratulations to Matt Gale. We'll give everybody a couple of minutes here if they want to hop into the booth and give their thoughts on the race in any way, shape, or form. And I'll show off. We had a Lexus win today, so we'll show off the race winning car as is our usual. The Lexus RCF. All liveries, please. We'll give Lexus Pass a little bit of a show run. This is a livery done by a couple of friends of mine who ran it in the 3D Speed season. Oh, we got people coming in.
And they're all hooked on the carcade.
All right. Shannon Marasanu, you are the first one with your hand up. Please step on the stage.
Hello.
Hello, Shannon.
Good day.
Tell us about your race.
I had a hard time throughout the week in practice. And then today, I don't know, something just clicked for me. And finally, I was doing good lap times. And I think my times were all right. I was keeping up with Matt Gale when he came up behind me. And he fucking won the race. But yeah, I spun 5 times. And only one of that was not my fault. The other 4 were. So yeah, pace doesn't matter when you do bullshit like that.
I wouldn't say that's particularly bad. I think we saw a number of people in the wars with themselves as far as the spins are concerned.
Did you see the double blue flag? So blue flag on blue flag action, and then number 1 and number 2 behind fighting and colliding.
I did.
Did you catch that on stream?
That kind of was where the race got decided. Honestly.
Yeah, kind of it was. I feel part guilty, but like I was keeping my line and then I had to overtake the blue flag, right? And then yeah, that happened because I had Cahill behind me the whole time and I was sweating trying to keep him behind. In the end, I made a mistake on the last lap and he did overtake me on the very last lap, but I don't know if I should have like lifted there way earlier because they were like 0.8, 0.7 behind. They weren't actually like on my back.
I think that there's always going to be some second guessing on the matter. I didn't see anything personally when we were watching it that was particularly
it was my teammate also. When I saw in the mirrors them colliding, I was like, holy shit, my teammate was winning and now this, but
I guess
only the other guy.
I guess you could argue that with Gale being your teammate, perhaps you should have been a little bit more cooperative.
Yeah, maybe.
That's up for you guys to decide within the team ranks.
I guess. So yeah, that was basically my race. Good pace, all for nothing.
Well, you got a result out of it, and I feel like you missed an opportunity to bring out the Boatley at a retirement for this wet weather race.
I mean, I would have loved the Boatley, but I think I found my car. The Lexus is like the Boatley, but better. I don't know. I just clicked with it instantly. I love it so much.
I'm a big fan of the Lexus as well, so I can't fault you for your conclusion.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for having me. I'll let you move on because there's like 5 people still in line. I don't want to keep them too long.
All right, we will invite Dennis Hook to the stage. Dennis, a podium today for you, sir.
A podium for me, indeed.
Working the 911 out there quite well, picking up 3rd place, kind of going forward the whole time. You were one of the cleaner stars of the race. We didn't see a ton of it, but tell us how it went.
Qualifying wasn't the greatest. I did some practice, and I couldn't transfer my lap times from practice into qualifying, sadly. So started a bit further back. On lap 4, I did unfortunately murder someone in turn 2, which I take full responsibility for. I simply got distracted, didn't brake hard enough, and mildly love tapped a fellow racer. So apologize to him. But other than that, the race itself was clean. I had a very, very, very nice fight with Casey Jones. And yeah, then the pit stop went well and just drove cleanly all the way. And clearly other people in front must have gone into certain incidents that eventually got me up to a podium position. So I can't complain.
Mm-hmm. Excellent pace out there today. How do you rate your chances in the championship this season?
It's very early. Let's not get our hopes up just yet. I'm definitely not the fastest in silver right now. There's a lot of other contenders out there, but I'll keep my hopes up. We'll see what happens.
I mean, you're on a double podium to start the season. It's got to be hope fulfilling.
It definitely adds. It definitely adds to the confidence, but I never celebrate too early.
Alrighty. Do you have anything else you'd like to say before we move on to Matthias Wiedemann?
I'd just like to say, thanks for the race. Welcome back, by the way. Glad to have you back. And thanks to my fellow cyber racing teammates, and congratulations to Matt Gill. And I'm happy that I can get to share the podium with him.
Indeed, a big day for Cyberline Racing. You guys did the job.
Indeed, we did.
All right, Matthias Wiedemann, you had a solid day in the bronze field today, and tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was indeed pretty solid. I didn't have many incidents, so came in second bronze. Didn't really expect this, considering I have never driven this track before this week. So it was basically 0 laps, 0 minutes on this track. But
I feel like there were probably some other drivers in that same category.
Yeah, I've seen it. So there were quite a few who said I have no idea about this track, and even within our team, I've heard this as well. So I'm not alone. So that's good. But overall, pretty clean race for me. Didn't have any incidents, no contacts. Few nice fights with Adrian. I made a very stupid mistake while pressing a button on my button box. So all of a sudden, my engine turned off in the middle of the straight, and I was like, oh my god, what did I do? So I lost like 20 seconds until I could restart it, but it was basically the only incident I had. Otherwise, was really nice. Didn't expect to turn out as well.
That's why my ignition button is well away from anything else I use.
Yeah, that was just so stupid, because usually I have it also far away, but I have no idea what went through my mind when I did this.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we'll move on to Robert Volt, who I think maybe had a rougher race than most of the people that are popping in here. So, Robert, welcome to the stage.
Why, thank you.
It looked like you were in for a good result early on. We saw you up there in the top 10 early in the race, and it didn't really come together. So, and we didn't really see why. Would you care to enlighten us?
Well, right before my pit stop, I decided, basically I spun out, and then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just go for a bit earlier pit stop than I anticipated. And the game just suddenly decided to be like, hey, you don't need new tires. Oh, you want the new tires? Well, we will just give you dry tires instead of wet.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That would be a problem.
So I probably did a Ferrari or something. I don't know. So, yeah.
Channeling your inner Charles Leclerc, getting screwed over by the team.
Wrong tires. We'll check on it. Yeah, those are definitely tires.
Their tires, they don't appear to have grooves, which concerns me.
Yeah. And on the entry to lap 19, I got spun out by Jeffrey Backer.
Ah, the old rival.
Yes. On my end, it didn't seem like I actually hit him because I didn't feel anything in my wheel again. So it just looked like he just pushed me off the track. So I just initially got really angry and just yelled to him in voice chat, even though he wasn't in voice chat. Then I checked the replay and was like, oh no.
Well, now you look like a bit of a jerk.
God damn you, netcode!
You're broadcasting it to the world.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you owe Mr. Bacher an apology.
Yeah, already did in the good old general chat.
Anything else you'd like to add? Your season is off to a bit of a rough start.
Yep. Well, I don't really have anything else to add on to the secret chatter, other than I just hope that my livery was nice when it was spinning around.
Look good. No complaints about the liveries. Everybody looks pretty good. There were a couple that were broken, but hopefully we'll fix those for the next round. And yeah, hopefully everything will be hunky-dory.
Yeah, nice and dandy. So I'll bid my farewell.
All right, we move on to our winner today, Matt Gale. Matt Sox Gale.
How you doing?
Victory in the Lexus for you today, and the wet doing the brand proud. The Lexus is currently on the screen on the YouTube. As a result, tell us about your race.
Awesome. That was a tough one. I had to battle it pretty much the whole way through the race. So I feel like I earned that. I was hoping for an easier race that now that Oaks is not on the server and I can take on the Rain Master Champion like status, but no, that was a really tough one for me. I was kind of fighting for lap after lap after lap after lap. Had the fastest lap most of the race. It was stolen from me from the end, but well done to my rival for keeping me honest on that one. And a bit of a comeback from last week where I could have won it again, but my PC crashed. So
I was going to ask about that actually. I saw some surprise. I was breaking down the standings earlier for my little spreadsheet here, and I'm like, Matt Gale, 0 points. What kind of foolishness is this?
Yeah. I was pretty much winning the whole race until like the last 10 laps or so, and my PC was like, nah, not having it today.
That does happen. Well, you got the win here today. The top guys in the championship didn't have an especially good day. I guess Nathan Gray had a solid outing. Oral Shaw, decent results, but nothing particularly amazing. So you'll move up quite a bit.
Which is good, because I was expecting the
around
Lexus
fifth place.
to be not great on this track compared to the other cars. I think the Lexus is better on faster tracks, and this one's a bit tight and twisty, so I was expecting to be overtaken by a lot of Ferraris.
I mean, there are a couple of very, very long straights here, and I think it showed in your battle with Matos actually quite a bit, was that he was able to get past you on the twisty bits, but then couldn't hang on during the long straightaways. So I think the Lexus did pretty well here today.
Yeah.
And also, the Lexus is good in the wet, so that helps out.
Well, obviously, I do miss my Porsche in the wet. It's the one thing the Porsche does really, really well in the rain is have a really good balance so you can kind of throw it
See,
around
I
a bit more.
disagree. I just think it has terrible balance in the dry, and therefore you just don't notice that it has terrible balance in the wet.
It's got perfect balance. It just doesn't stay in a straight line. It's sideways is forwards.
Yeah, yes, perfect balance. Sideways is forward. Yes, yes. This makes all the sense in the world.
Exactly.
Well, it's good to see a couple Lexus in the field today. I still want to see Audis. I demand Audis, and someday I'm going to be so annoying that you people just give me what I want.
Fine, I'll do an Audi next season then.
There we go.
I do like the Audi actually. It is you have to get used to it, but I do like it.
All right. Anything else you would like to add?
No. Thanks for the commentary. I'll look forward to watching it back.
All right. It's probably one of our sloppier ones. We had a lot of problems with the ACC race connector just staying connected.
Well, I'm sure there's enough incidents for you to look at something.
Mm-hmm. We also have Bo in the audience. If you would like to speak, you got to raise your hand, and then I can invite you to the stage. But
the stage of history.
I do not have the ability to pull somebody up here without them. I cannot pull someone up here against their will, basically. There we go.
Hands up. Give me a
Hello.
I do not know how to say your name, so if you would like to give us the pronunciation on that, that would be appreciated.
Sure, it's Balaj, but everybody just says Bo. It's much easier.
Balaj is pretty
Yep.
easy. I can make
All
it
right.
work.
Yeah. You did pretty good there. Not gonna lie. Yep.
All right, how'd your race do?
I finished pretty far back. I basically had zero experience, especially in wet conditions, and this was my first ever race. So yeah, I mean, I try to keep it as much as as clean as I could. But yeah, I had fun with it, so it was all right.
I mean, we didn't notice you being like always in the wall or anything. So I mean, that's a positive for somebody who's lacking wet weather experience and experience with the track. So
Yeah.
I would say, probably not a race you're going to remember the highlight reel, but a decent outing.
Yeah, I had fun with it. It was all right. Yeah, it was. I didn't think I was going to make it, so it was a last-minute decision too that I was going to be able to, and yeah, it was all right with zero experience on it. So
I'm not sure if you picked up any points, but hopefully you did.
Probably not. I'm not sure.
I think most people probably did. We had like something. Well, I guess we did have over 40 cars today. We got a big field this season.
44 cars we had on that race, I think.
Mind you, I think there was one car that didn't complete a lap. So, effectively, I would say less than 44 in that regard.
Yeah, there were a few who didn't. I believe people had issues. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, D Hines was hopping around my timing board the entire race as his internet connection battled to stay connected to the server. But I think he got to the end. I think he got like something like 6th or 7th place in his class. That's not too bad.
Did you guys actually broadcast the race as well? Is that what this is for? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where can I, if you don't mind me asking, where am I able to?
The Evolution Racing Academy YouTube page is where we broadcast every race. We did not do round one because myself and Gigantus here were unfortunately disposed with real life issues. But we are here today, and we aim to be here for the remaining rounds. And
amazing
broadcasting live.
Amazing. Appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for letting rookies like myself come along for things like this. It was super fun. So
no problem. Anybody can come up here and have their way at the end of the race, as long as they're not going to be like horrendously belligerent. And Gigantic might love it.
All right. Thank you guys.
A little belligerent, it'll be fine.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Not a problem. All right. I think that brings us to the end today. We don't have anybody else here for an interview. We had a couple other people here, but they didn't raise their hand, so...
And they just skedaddled.
Well, it's the unfortunate thing is I can't force people to come up here. They do have to raise the hand.
We'd be here forever.
But yeah. that'll be all for today. We'll be back 2 weeks' time, I want to say. And let me just quickly see if I can see what the track will be here. Where is the serve season 15 info channel? It seems to be hidden on me. This is a bit
It's right behind you.
It is definitely not right behind me. That is a door, sir.
It's coming from inside the house.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's in a different spot than I was thinking it was. Okay. Right. Where is the schedule? Nope, we don't have it posted. I don't know what's coming up next. But it'll be a lovely track, I'm sure, as long as it's not like Oulton Park or something, which I hate that track. Don't make me. Don't make me do it. And we got an interesting season going on here, because I want to say, I'm just quickly looking at my spreadsheet here for confirmation. We have not had a repeat winner in any of the 3 categories. We've had 6 different winners in the 3 categories, so that's good. It's great. It's fantastic. We've got a very competitive silver category. We've got a pretty competitive bronze category. And the iron is honestly kind of wide open. Well, okay, I guess Max Cruz is probably going to end up a fair bit ahead come the end of the day, but I foresee good things. I know we have Sven van der Velde is putting up the results and putting up some good space. Max has been pretty consistent. Pat Fortune's been pretty solid. Congratulations to Bozer. We weren't here for your first win, and I'm actually disappointed by that, because Bozer is a guy I've been watching race for a really, really long time. At least, relatively speaking. And to see him take the checkered flag first in class last time around was really impressive. I wish I was here for it, but he was not here today, so that also helps out keeping the irons really close. And I don't have really anything else I want to add. Byron, do you have any final thoughts?
Everybody go read a book.
Any particular book? Any recommendations?
Everybody go read Snow Crash by Neil Stevenson.